Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kaiser, and up here today, guys, once again with another video. I've actually got a day to myself. I can't believe it. It's actually been so long. Um, the videos as of late have been, we've been on fire with videos. I've been uploading nearly every day, which is it's great. I'm actually enjoying uploading every day. And again, how long this is going to last for, I don't know, but I'm trying to make the most of it. As you can see, I've sort of managed to put most of my pop figures up on this bookcase. I completely forgot. I also had Harley Quinn as well. I forgot to show her yesterday. She fell on the floor, so I didn't notice her. But of course, the classic Harley Quinn. But today's video, guys, I wanted to talk about collecting. This isn't a tips and tricks video or anything like that. This is just my personal experiences with collecting and why I do what I do, essentially. It all began about 5 or 6 years ago, where I was just living at home in the bedroom. I had a couple of consoles, but growing up, gaming has been a big influence in my life. I weren't like everyone else. You've heard the story. Everyone else wanted to go out and get drunk and do all these crazy things. Me personally, I was more of a stay-at-home, play video games kind of person, and I still am, to be honest. I will still pick staying at home, playing some games or watching some TV over going out and doing crazy shit. Mostly because I'm also a parent as well, so I'm more responsible, but that's a different story altogether. But when I used to be at home, I used to watch a lot of YouTube. I still do, and to be honest, I found a lot of these collecting channels and a lot of these gaming hunting channels, and I fell in love with that. Just the idea to be able to go out and get games for consoles that we don't that aren't the mainstream anymore really appealed to me. And it really sort of began with the PlayStation 2. If you know what I'm talking about, definitely check out my older videos, and you'll just see how much has changed. Alone, the PlayStation 2 collection that I have alone now is nearly 1,000 physical PlayStation 2 games, which is crazy. I absolutely love collecting video games because for me personally, it's kind of like a hobby. It's no different to people who collect like Warhammer or something. Part of the fun is not only in playing the actual game, but also if you had Warhammer or something like that, the fun would be in going out and getting them and painting them and fixing them up and all of that stuff, and then playing them as well. For me, it's the same thing with video games. Essentially, I love going out. I love going shopping for video games, not knowing what I'm going to get. I go into it blind a lot of the time. I never really have a list of games that I'm actually actively searching for. If there's a game that I want really bad, I can easily hook up on Amazon and get it. But to be honest, I don't do that often anymore, mostly because for me personally, it sort of defeats the purpose. For example, a great example of that was, if I can find it, was No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. How I mentioned that I had been searching for this game for a good 20 years, and I could have gone on eBay or Amazon and brought this game day one, no problem. But the thrill of the hunt is almost as good as the meal itself, some people might say. And I love going out. I love going to, yes, I go to CEX and Game and stuff, a lot of those mainstream shops, but I can only really go to what I have available to me at the moment, until I sort of branch out and get more ease of travel and things like that, and being able to spend more time doing those things. I'm sort of stuck to what I know. But again, that is fun in its own right, going back and forth to CEX every couple of weeks and seeing what's new, what isn't. Some days you have good days where you'll find loads of games that you've not got or heard of, and then you have days where it's just the same thing that you've seen before. And you know, I absolutely, for me, it all started really with the PlayStation 2. You know, I've got 1,000 PlayStation 2 games, nearly, which is only a quarter, not even a quarter of the full set, and that's including worldwide. In America, you can get a full set because it's only about 800, 900 games, and people do have full PS2 American sets, whereas if you're living in PAL and Japan territories, it's a lot harder. And people that want to go for the full collection, you know, the full 4,500 games, it's not an easy experience. But it's all part of the fun, really, to sort of have a goal and sort of slowly get there. You know, I'm always getting PS2 games, whether it's a cheap sports game or something a little bit different, something more sought after. And you know, I often get told, you know, you don't need to have all of the bad games, you don't need to have the shovelware, you don't need to have the sports games. And yeah, I understand people that like to have their collection as sort of playable as possible, you know, like to have the best stuff. And, you know, Finn Gamer, for example, is mentioned that in these videos that you don't like to have a lot of shovelware and clutter, which is understandable for some people. But again, it's not something that you need to tell everyone not to do. It's each to their own, really, you know. Me personally, why do I do what I do? Why do I collect all of these video games? You know, why, you know, I've got Xbox One and PS4. Why do I need to have PlayStation 1, for example? Why do I need to have, you know, Dreamcast, for example? For me personally, it's because of, I sort of have a sort of two things. I am one of these have all, see all kind of people, see all, have all kind of people in some senses, but also because I just love the preservation of video games. And you know, because video games have so much meaning to me, you know, I spent most of my childhood growing up, and the amount of time I've spent into video games, you know, video games are essentially my life, for most of my life. And to sort of treat the games with the respect that they may have given me. Well, they didn't respect me, but they gave me a lot of great times from, you know, over the years. So I sort of want to give them, you know, a good home to say, you know, to live in harmony, one could say. I'm sort of to the preservation of video games, and then that's not just, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, of course. I do collect DVDs, as you know, but not as much as video games. And I love just having the sheer amount of games, because you know, when you walk into my living room downstairs, one of the first things you'll notice is my PS2 bookcase. You know, that's nearly 900 or so games on one big bookcase. It's crazy, right? And you know, people might look through there and go, oh, this game, I remember this game. And I like that. I like that sort of, it's a good conversation starter. But, you know, I do have a lot of great games. You know, I'm playing GTA 5 right now, which, as we know, is a fantastic game. But I do have my fair share of shit games. I can just pick one out, which I know is pretty bad. For example, South Park. I don't know if that's any good. Another cheap game here. I don't know. Here we go. It's Tiger Woods 99 Golf. This game has no value. It's a golf game. It's old. You know, not many people care about it. But for me personally, just have it in the collection is you know, I take the good and the bad. You know, it's all part of history. It's all part of the preservation of video games. You know, I look after the video games, you know, whether they have given me some great times, you know, with some awesome games, like when I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn or Spider-Man, something really good. And then there's been a fair share of times where I've played a game and it's completely pissed me off. But that's all part of the memories, you know, take the good and the bad. Now, speaking of bad, collecting video games does have its cons. Often I'll get moaned at for having too many games, or people will often think that because I've got a son, I should spend all of my money on him. And I want to set this record straight, because not that anyone's really mentioned it, but I want to set this record straight. My son has everything he could ever want. I'm not one of these people that put my video game needs before everyone else. You know, if I always make sure shopping, food, my son, and everything else comes first. 9 times out of 10 when I buy video games, I don't spend a lot of money. If you actually look at how much I spend, which is why I show the prices, a lot of the time I don't spend a lot of money. And you know, when I do these pickup videos and you might have like £60 worth of games, what you don't see is the amount of money that I actually spend on my son. You know, yesterday when we went to the or Monday, sorry, when we went to the Sea Life Centre, you know, I picked up 2 pop figures and I spent not even a tenner on that, and the rest of the money went into, you know, having the day out, spending it on my son and getting food and everything. So his needs come before my video game needs, and even playing video games. You know, I've mentioned before that I don't play video games nearly as much as I used to. I will play video games when he's having a nap, or at night time when he's in bed, and occasionally if he goes out, like today. My partner's took him out to her mum's today, so I've got the day to myself. I'm going to use that time wisely and play games, but I will make sure that things are done, everything's done. I'm not one of these people where it's video games do come first. I always make sure that everything else is sorted first, and you've got to also remember, my son is 2 years old now. He's starting to understand how video games sort of work. So I'm just saying, once he gets a bit older, he knows what a controller is. He knows what an Xbox controller is now. He knows how to use it. He's always there trying to turn his YouTube on. You know, I'm never on the Xbox or anything when he's awake. Even though I could potentially do it because he's more interested in playing with his own toys, but I still choose not to do that. So I am quite responsible when it comes to that side of things. So when he gets a bit older, we will be having a lot of father-son gaming time, that's for sure. So, you know, you've got to bear in mind all of these things here will become his to enjoy as well. And I will be, you know, passing on my memories, like with the PlayStation 1, the Sega, PS2, Xbox 360, all of those old stuff, before obviously introducing him to the newest generation of consoles. As is always customary, passing down your traditions and your likes and dislikes as a family. But enough about that. Now that I've set the record straight, I just want to say that, you know, collecting video games is a big part of my life, and you know, it always makes me smile when I see the games and just go, I've got anything I can play. You know, I love playing games. Don't get me wrong. What's the point having them if you're not going to play them, right? But also you've got to bear in mind, for me personally, it's just the collecting side of things, and the hunt it all adds together and makes an amazing experience for myself, you know, and I sort of wanted to just sort of do this today, just sort of share with you what I love and stuff about collecting games. I'm not really going to go on for too long because I want to sort of spend some time to myself, essentially. But yeah, I just want to say that collecting video games for me personally is an experience that I love. It's always nice to see what I have and what I would like, and what I wouldn't like. Well, nothing really I wouldn't like, but and I want to also, you know, say thanks to my partner who does help me out with my collection sometimes. She has brought me some games over time, especially with the retro stuff. She's brought me some, you know, retro games, like my only boxed Nintendo 64 game. But again, even though it's not a great, well, the game's actually not too bad, but even though I don't necessarily play Nintendo 64 that much, but to still have a boxed N64 game, it means a lot to me. Whether the game's cheap or not, it doesn't matter. The fact is that I have someone that actually helped with the gaming, and I might get moaned at a few times about it, but deep down she knows how much it means to me. And the same thing goes for her. If she ever had passion about like anime and stuff, You know, I will buy her, you know, for example, she loves like Attack on Titan, and I'll buy her like things like this. I don't know if I bought this one or not, I can't remember, but you know, I will always make sure that, you know, we help each other in our sort of hobbies and likes and dislikes and things like that. So I'm happy to have someone like that. Some people wouldn't want any of these games anywhere in the house. They would get annoyed with it. But I'm lucky, so I can't really complain on that front. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this little video here, a nice sort of 15-minute talking video. I want to know in the comments below, guys, do you guys, what are some of your favourite things about collecting video games? Do you actually collect video games, or are you more one of these people that just is happy with like Steam and PS Now and all this stuff? Or you like me that have to have all the physical stuff? Let me know in those comments. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like and of course comment below. Well, I've already said that, but you know what I mean. And of course, subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Check out me on Instagram and Twitter. I will post updates to the channel on there. Of course, I've posted some pretty cool pictures of Sea Life Centre and the cat videos, for those of you who want to see it in closer detail. And as always, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. I'm going to check out that Overwatch update tonight, probably. Whether I don't know if I'm going to quit it. I don't know. Am I going to quit Overwatch? Could be today. We never know. So, take care, and bye-bye.